Hi everybody, it's Lace, and today I wanted to do a video touching on armoring. While there's several guides saying make this, make that to get to 0 to 50, 50 to 100 and stuff, I want to go over some of the generalities of this because it applies to all your levels going from 0 to 200 where you're just changing out your components. And it's going to be situational to the market stability in your particular server that you're playing on, your level, your play time, and what feels right for you because there's many ways to do this. Literally many ways to skin a cat or other animals. What I've got up on the screen is my plans for getting from, I think I'm around 173 or something. It's my final stretch. And there's 3 ways that, you can basically do this, actually 4 ways, but this applies to all levels. You can, typically most people are saying make boots and gloves, and that's because it uses the fewest number of resources. And right now with the scarcity of refining materials, that's definitely the way you're gonna wanna go. And then you can do the infused leather or infused silk when you're, past 150 and up. And that's what I'm using and doing boots and gloves and the infused silk and leather. And I'll rotate that around which one I'm doing. I'll do the infused leather with just plain linen because I'm not keeping any of these. I'm just going to salvage them all out and just keep rolling. And then, or I will do the infused silk with just plain coarse leather as the sub. And then each of these takes one metal ingot, and I will use iron that has not been processed out to steel because I don't want to use the refining components because of the cost. And then the other way that you can do it is just naturally, whatever you're doing, and you need a new pair of shoes, you need a new pair of pants, or your guildies need it, you're crafting for guildies. So you can craft, by need. And then you probably be spending your Azoth and stuff, and it's going to be a slower process, but it might feel more rewarding to you because you're not just throwing things away. In order to prep for a large crafting run, the first step is going to be you're going to need a crap ton of rawhide, which will turn into the coarse leather. And for me, I'm level 60, so my kind of go-to place right now is off of Cutlass Keys. It's in the southwest area, and I go down there and I just kill gators. The reason I kill gators is they drop a little bit more than, say, your wolves and stuff. And at this point, not a lot of people are hunting in it that I've checked on the servers that I play on. So I like going here and just killing the hell out of gators. Alternatively, if you are lower level, you can go to any of the wolf areas that are around most of your starter zones. Bison out in, say, Primrose, if you're around Windsward, bison also drop quite a bit of hide, each time. This is going to be relative to your skinning level. So, if you're a lower level, you don't quite get as many if you don't have perks on your gear for extra yield and stuff. You know, your amounts are going to vary. Now, I do this rawhide run regardless if I'm going to be doing infused silk or infused leather. And typically, I make just a big batch of both and then also have the sub batches of just linen and then just coarse leather. So I'm constantly hitting this area. Here's the location on the map relative to the town of Cutlass Keys. The next type of leather that you're gonna need is going to be thick, hides, and I like going to Morningdale for those. There's tons of land, it's not gonna really be overcrowded because you're gonna be moving around so much, even if there's multiple players out there, there's plenty of resources. And not just your hides, you can get your hemp and your silkweed or silk fibers as well. So this area kind of has everything. Plus, you can go around and get quite a bit of alchemy supplies too. And again, it's not going to be overcrowded if there's multiple people out here because it's really a wide open area that you can just run throughout the whole thing. I tend to do just the morning lynx or the cat types that are out here, and then also the bison. I can kill them faster than the alligators, and the alligators sometimes get a one hit off me, so I don't really want my armor damaged. So I will do the kitty cats and the bison, and that's for my ice gauntlet playstyle. And then I usually will pull out a secondary weapon to tap them once just to build the skills on that or whatever weapon I'm training up. One suggestion for Morningdale I would make, especially if you're looking for silk fibers, is to play at nighttime. They light up quite brightly. You can see them from a distance. This also goes for some of the alchemy reagents and stuff. And so I would just suggest that. The same is true if you've ever hunted the primrose at night. They put some kind of backlighting into the hemp so you can see the hemp very easily. the same thing happens with the silkweed here. The hemp's out here too, quite plentiful amounts. It just doesn't have the backlighting like it does in primrose, but you can find them. So many games that I've played over the years have such an issue with the lighting at night. It's like they make it pitch black and they say, "Oh, that's by design." I think it's because they don't know how to make it better. I really think the lighting at night in this game is awesome. I can see my way around and I don't feel blind all the time. So the next tier of leather that you're going to need to get to the infused kind is going to be ironhide, and it's dirt cheap on my servers that I've looked at. Your experience may vary, but it might be far cheaper for you to just buy it at a penny a piece or so, rather than going out and hunting it. When I do go out and hunt it, I'm typically going for the cats and the boars in those areas, or maybe the wolves, not the angry earth wolves, the normal black wolves and things like that. So Ironhide's kind of up in the air. I don't have a favorite exact spot to show you for that one. Also, if you have town board quests for kill deer or kill wolves, if you go south of Morningdale border with Restless Shores, a little south and then to the west, there's a nice little section there that has the deer and the wolves that you can hunt down and also complete your board quest while you're still getting your thick hides. Let's take a quick look at the recipes on the outfitting station for the infused leather, infused silk, so I can show you what I'm talking about. If you have a harder time getting the leather or it's more time consuming to you based on your play style, then just do the coarse leather part and go out and just gather hemp and stuff and all the silk and then the wire weave and everything else for that. If it's the opposite case where it's more time consuming for you to get the hemp, then do the leather part and do the infused leather with the subcomponent of the linen. And then again, I'm doing the boots and things because it's the least amount, and I'm not putting these up on the market. I might get some blues out of them, perhaps even a purple by chance, but they're tend to going to be a low gear score because I'm not using max components, and I'm not going to put any Azoth into them. So that's my knowledge I wanted to drop on you guys. If you're heavy crafters like me, you probably knew most of this. Maybe you didn't know about these hunting areas. Again, I like them for the versatility. I can get both hemp and leather in them. The exception, of course, is the gators. There's not really much around the gators, but I'm just going there to blast out several thousand raw hides with them. If you're not into crafting and you watch this video this far, maybe this will give you some insights and hopefully make you addicted like I am. This is going to conclude this video, and instead of my usual sign off, I'm going to say, take care, everybody. Happy Halloween and be safe.